If you want a safe and cheap marketplace to bulk, buy or sell Fallout 76 items, make sure you use EasyMPC. Use code TR3B to get 5% off. Links in the description. Welcome to the TR3B channel live on YouTube. Welcome. TR3B channel live on YouTube, live on YouTube, live on YouTube, live on YouTube. Hello, welcome back to the TR3B channel live on YouTube. Today we have got a little video for you, and it's about a common question I always get, and it is, what build am I? Now, I like to call it the super overpowered build. It's a dual build. It's basically a bloody build mixed up a little bit with a stealth build. Let me show you what I mean. So to start with, we've got this sniper card on perception, 3-star, and it looks something like this. What button is it to get it up? It is inspect R3. There it is. Look. So at 3-star, gain improved control and hold your breath for 75% longer while aiming down the scopes. Now the funny thing is with this card is when you equip it, you don't really need to hold your breath anymore at 3-star with this card, because you got that improved control, which means it doesn't make you sway so much with when you're aiming down the scope. You know what I mean? It is slightly better. That's a long scope. This is a medium, and you can see there's less sway with it 'cause you're not zoomed in as much. Yeah. So the sniper card is one of my favourites. It's really good. It's very good for not making your gun sway around, so you can hit the target a lot easier. But the bloody build, yeah, you should know by now what the bloody build is. Now, if you're a bloody build, you need some unyielding armor. Now I get this question all the time, what sort of build am I? I'll take it these are low level players just starting out in the games. Always like to help out you guys who are just starting out. So unyielding armor, there it all is. Lower your health, the more damage, not more damage, the more high your stats are, your special stats there, look, they go up really high. But that's not it. What a lot of people don't realise, especially when you're starting out this game, is you get mutations and you can really boost these stats. These are the mutations I am running at the moment. Now adrenal reaction is really important. That has basically been made to evolve round the bloody build. So it puts your weapon damage right up, and it really is quite a big boost to lower your health. But with all these mutations there is negative effects, so do look into them if you're thinking about doing this build and what you want to achieve when doing it. So for me, I like to make sure my agility is really high, because the more agility you've got, the bigger jetpack boost you can do, and the bigger jumps you can do, and the longer you can run. But that's not it. I also like to make sure that my intelligence is really high, and you can see on here I've not got the mutation on, which pretty much 99% of people have, and that is called marsupial, and it makes you jump really high. It also gives you 20 extra carry weight, but it knocks off 4 intelligence. So I'm trying to get as much intelligence on my character as possible, because the more intelligence you have, the more XP you will gain throughout the game. So that is quite important to me. The next mutation, which is quite important to me, is Egghead, and that is giving me another 6 intelligence. Look, But of course, the only downside of that is I'm getting -3 strength and -3 endurance, but that doesn't matter too much. The rest can be, you know, put on willy-nilly if you fancy it. I always put herbivore on because it is easier for me to eat vegetables than it is for hunting meat and eating that, you know what I mean? So do look into it, the mutations. People overlook it, but it's a very important part of the game. Anyway, onto these cards. So that is your bloody build. Also put Radical on, that's a good one, because it gives me extra 5 strength. Inspirational there gives me extra 15% XP if I'm in a team. Another brilliant card, but that's beneficial. But onto these, agility. Now I do like being a stealth build, and these cards are really important if you want to be a stealth build. But let me talk. Yeah, these as well. The bloody build. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself too much. The bloody build. Things you need to know. You need this card, which is really good, which is Nerd Rage level 3. While below 20% health, gain 40%. No, gain 40 damage resistance and 20 damage and 15 action point regen when you. That's if you're below 20% health, which you will be if you're a bloody build. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of it. Next is probably the most important card if you're a bloody build, Serendipity, and that yet again is when your health is below 30%. Gain 45% chance, almost half the chance to avoid all incoming damage. Another card that's overlooked with a bloody build is Dodgy, which again is avoiding 30% of incoming damage at the cost of 30 action points. So all these cards there are really important if you're a bloody build. You know, it's makes you really strong. Even if you're low health, people can hardly kill you. It's really good for PvP and really good for in-game enemies that really find it hard to kill you. It does happen now and again, of course, but it is still very hard. Anyway, so that I think is the bloody build. Oh, there's another one there, Ricochet, which is another good one. No PvP on that one, but you get 18% chance to deflect back some of the enemy's ranged damage, meaning no melee on that one, just guns, bullets and all that. So yeah, very important cards for your bloody build. Anyway, this is my favourite, and that is the stealth mode of all of this, and I'll show you how this works in a minute. But these are the cards that you need on to be able to do what I do, and I love the way we sneak around with the enemies and tear their heads off and they can't even see us. I'll show you that in a minute, but these are the cards that I use. So at level 3 we got Covert Operative. Your ranged sneak attacks deal 2.5 times normal damage, so that's a really good card while you're in sneak mode. But take a look at this one as well. At night, with a silence weapon, you gain an additional excuse me, an additional 50% sneak damage. So what that means is with this card you get 2.5, but with that card that puts that 2.5 up to 3.5 times damage. So if you've got a really good gun like we got here, we have got the bloody explosive fixer. You know, damage is in the thousands. The game doesn't want to load in the image. Oh, there it is. You know, the damage is in the thousands when you're sneaking. I will show you that in a minute. But yeah, it makes any gun really overpowered. Obviously, the better gun you got, the more damage you are going to do. So where were we? The next card is Sneak. This is a really important card I find for the stealth build, because you can sneak around enemies and not get detected at all. It says 75% harder to detect, but really it's like 100%. It really is overpowered, especially with the mutations as well. You're really hard to the enemies find it really hard to find you. I'll show you that in a minute. It's brilliant. Next one, Escape Artist. Does what it says on the tin. Sneak to these enemies, and running no longer affects stealth. Another brilliant card. I'll show you that in a minute. And Goat Legs always used, so I've got jetpack on, and if you go too high you do kill yourself, but with this on there's less chance. Right, let me show you what I mean. So we go into sneak mode. That is sneak mode. Crouch down. Look what you can do with these enemies at White Springs when you're in sneak mode. It's absolutely crazy. It's overpowered, and I love it. You can basically run rings around the enemy. You really can. Take a look at this. They just do not see, for some reason, with this build, they do not see you at all. You can basically run rings around them. I think you've got to be careful bumping into them. I don't like that too much, but you can, if you're really careful, you can really run rings around them. For some reason, they do not see you at all. So I bumped into him then. I think he's seen me. If I'm quick enough, I can run around there. Go back into sneak mode. No, they've seen me now. So if you bump into them, that's when they spot you. Right, let's go back on the front. Right, let's try that again. See, again, now they're struggling to find where I am. They don't know where I am. Don't know where they're going. But yeah, with that sniper card, look how still your scope is. When you're crouching, you go into that scope mode. It is so still. You don't even need to hold your breath. You really don't. Now, if you see in the top left hand corner there, my sneak damage is 3.5 times more damage with any gun, and this is what makes it an even more overpowered build. So you just sneak around and pick them off basically in one shot. I know he's a level 9, but it really does one-shot kill the highest level at White Springs. This is a private server. They usually spawn at level 9, but usually it's level, I think it's 62 you get these at. But check out the numbers we're doing. That 612, 612. He's a massive. This is a massive amount of damage. And they still can't see me. So this is why I use this dual build. It really is one of the best, if not the best. So that's when you see players constantly walking around crouching down like this. This is why, because they're doing exactly the same. They got exactly the same build as what we're doing there. Oh, you must have seen, mate. So yeah, that is my favourite build, the dual build. A bloody stealth build. And the other card I showed you with the I think it's called Escape Artist. You can still run. No, you don't sprint. If you run like this, they still can't see you. I know I just shot one and bumped into one, so they can see me at the moment. But let me just come out of harm's way, and I'll show you that again. So yeah, with the Escape Artist, it does say that running no longer affects stealth, meaning that they shouldn't be able to see me when I run away from them. So let's put that to the test. I'm going to run past him, see if he sees me. Well, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Well, no, see me now though, hasn't he? So there it is. That is my super overpower dual build. Most of them cards you can get, I think you have to be about level 40 before you can get most of them cards. So there is a bit of a grind. If you are level 1, you know, you've got a hell of a way to go before you can start getting them cards and building up your character to do a dual build like that. But for me, that is the best dual build there is in the game. But do say in the comments if you think your build is better. Whatever you've got, do tell me. I'm very interested in the builds that you guys have, especially you high level players. But so I was just wanted to do this video for the low level players. I get a lot of messages, like I said earlier, people asking me what build I am. There it is. So it's a dual build, bloody stealth. That is my favourite. So there it is. Anyway, that is enough from me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join our Discord, use EasyNPC, and we'll see you soon in the wasteland. Bye for now. Hello, welcome back to the TR3D channel. Hello, welcome back to the TR3D channel. Hello, welcome back to the TR3D channel live on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Today we have got a little video for ya. Today we have got a little video for ya. Today we have got a little video for ya.